No one can break the INFJ mind. There's a quiet power in the mind of an INFJ, one that is rarely understood and almost never appreciated by the casual observer. It is a mind that sees, that feels, that absorbs the world's chaos and transforms it into something meaningful. To an INFJ, pain is not merely endured. It is studied, dissected, and transmuted into insight. Their inner world is not fragile. It is a sanctuary of resilience, a labyrinth of thought, emotion, and intuition that few can penetrate, and even fewer can truly comprehend. And it is within this sanctuary that their unbreakable strength is forged. Reason by reason, layer by layer, the world may try to test them. It may attempt to bend, push, or break, but the INFJ mind is like tempered glass, delicate in appearance, infinitely strong in essence. Every insult, every misunderstanding, every emotional upheaval is absorbed, reflected upon, and converted into wisdom. And this is why, despite appearances, no one can break them. 1. They have a fortress within. The INFJ does not wear armor made of metal. Their armor is intangible, composed of awareness, intuition, and carefully cultivated inner peace. They retreat inward not to hide but to heal, to process, to strengthen. Their mind is a sanctuary where experiences are examined, lessons are extracted, and clarity is achieved. Pain is not something to be discarded. It is something to be understood and transformed into strength. While the world judges their quietness as fragility, the INFJ knows that true power is silent. Their emotional landscape is carefully curated, with boundaries drawn from self-respect and inner knowledge. Only truth can pass the gates of their mind. Deception and superficiality are met with gentle but firm resistance. Within their inner fortress, they recharge, rebuild, and prepare to face the world once more, stronger than before. 2. They practice emotional alchemy. INFJs are alchemists of the human heart. Every interaction, every emotional experience, every heartbreak or triumph is carefully analyzed, transmuted into understanding, and stored as knowledge for the future. They do not merely feel, they interpret, integrate, and evolve. Pain becomes insight, sorrow becomes empathy, and every challenge becomes a roadmap for growth. This emotional alchemy makes them resilient because they never waste their energy on bitterness or resentment. Instead, they internalize the lessons and use them to navigate life with greater wisdom. Where others see only suffering, the INFJ sees opportunity for transformation. This rare ability to turn raw emotion into structured insight is a shield, a protective mechanism that reinforces the unbreakable core of their mind. 3. They understand the power of boundaries. INFJs know that empathy is both a gift and a potential vulnerability. They feel the world deeply, often absorbing the emotions of others as if they were their own. But over time, they learn to protect themselves without shutting down. They understand that boundaries are not walls, they are lifelines. By defining who they allow into their inner sanctum, INFJs maintain the integrity of their emotional and mental space. Toxicity is recognized and managed, not endured blindly. Their compassion is deliberate, not indiscriminate. This careful curation of their environment allows them to interact meaningfully with the world while remaining emotionally intact. The INFJ mind cannot be broken because it is meticulously safeguarded, a garden tended with both intuition and intelligence. 4. They think in depth, not in surface terms. Where many operate on assumptions or superficial judgments, the INFJ delves into the essence of things. They explore motivations, patterns, and hidden meanings with relentless curiosity. This depth of thought is a form of psychological armor. While others may be swayed by appearances or impulse, the INFJ sees beyond the facade. Their minds are not easily manipulated because they anticipate and understand the hidden forces at play in human behavior. When the world tries to deceive or destabilize them, the INFJ responds not with reaction, but with comprehension. Their resilience is born of understanding, a calm certainty that comes from knowing more than is immediately apparent. In this way, their mind is unbreakable. It is anchored in perception and insight that cannot easily be disturbed. 5. They integrate the shadow. An INFJ is not afraid to confront the darker parts of themselves. They examine their fears, insecurities, and flaws with honesty and courage, rather than suppressing or denying them. This conscious integration of the shadow, the hidden, uncomfortable aspects of the self, creates profound inner strength. By acknowledging their vulnerabilities, INFJs neutralize their power to destabilize. They have faced the internal chaos that terrifies many, and by doing so, they have emerged stronger. This self-awareness, combined with their intuitive understanding of others, allows them to navigate life with a rare form of emotional sophistication. To break an INFJ, one would have to break not just their exterior, but the entire architecture of self-understanding they have built over years of reflection. Reason 6. They live with purpose. The INFJ mind is anchored by vision and meaning. Every thought, every choice, every challenge is measured against an internal compass that seeks purpose and authenticity. They are not driven by fleeting trends, external validation, or shallow success. Instead, they are guided by a deep sense of mission, a desire to make life more meaningful for themselves and those around them. This sense of purpose is an immovable foundation. External pressures, criticism, or betrayal may sting, but they cannot derail the INFJ because their identity is tethered to something far greater than circumstance. They endure because they are motivated by vision, and vision, once internalized, cannot easily be shaken. Their mind is unbreakable because it is aligned with intention and guided by a profound sense of destiny. 7. They are masters of reflection and adaptation. INFJs possess an unparalleled capacity for self-reflection. They observe themselves with empathy, scrutinize their actions and reactions, and adjust with a quiet wisdom that few can match. They are not rigid, they are fluid, capable of adapting to life's challenges without compromising their core values. This adaptability makes them resilient. When faced with adversity, they do not break, they bend. They learn, they evolve. Their experiences become lessons rather than wounds, and each challenge fortifies their inner framework. Because the INFJ mind is both reflective and flexible, it remains unbroken, even when confronted with forces that would overwhelm others. 8. They build resilience through solitude. Finally, INFJs recharge in solitude, not isolation. They understand that true strength is cultivated internally, and they willingly step away from the noise of the world to nurture their mind, emotions, and spirit. In these moments, they process experiences, dream, and restore balance. This intentional solitude is not loneliness, it is preparation. It is where they consolidate strength, clarify values, and reconnect with their purpose. When they return to the world, they do so renewed, centered, and unbreakable. The INFJ mind cannot be shattered because it has been trained in the discipline of solitude, the resilience of introspection, and the quiet mastery of inner peace. The INFJ mind is a paradox. It is simultaneously fragile and indestructible, compassionate yet resolute, deeply emotional yet extraordinarily rational. To the casual observer, it may seem delicate, too sensitive for the harshness of the world, but those who have walked through life as an INFJ know that their strength is forged in the crucible of understanding, introspection, and purpose. No one can break an INFJ because they have built their inner fortress, practiced emotional alchemy, understood boundaries, embraced depth, integrated their shadow, lived with purpose, reflected and adapted, and cultivated resilience through solitude. Their mind is not merely a collection of thoughts. It is a living testament to the power of self-awareness, empathy, and unwavering inner strength. To attempt to break an INFJ is to confront an unyielding force, not because it is impervious to pain, but because it has learned to transform every experience into a source of power, clarity, and unwavering identity. And this is why no one, ever, can truly break the INFJ mind.